Hello everyone and welcome back to Nervous Nessie. We are today covering accessories. These are all the different accessories that you might want or need to complement your luggage and your toiletry kits. I'm going to start off with one thing that I absolutely love, and that is packing cubes. I love having my stuff organized when I travel. It saves me so much time. I mean, yeah, I can just open a bag, chuck everything in there, call it a day. But then when I get to the location and I need to pull something out, I'm digging and whatnot, and I don't want to do that. I want it to be organized where I can just go right to it. So these packing cubes that I have are from eBags. If you watched the luggage video, which was the second video in this series, I had the purple eBags bag, and this is the same color purple for the packing cubes. And I am not sponsored by eBags. I just like the products. So when you buy them, they have different packages. They have different sizes. I bought this package that comes with, what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different ones, I believe. No, there's a 6th one. There's 6 in this, and they're pretty inexpensive. I've had this for years and years and taken it on many trips, and it has held up. I mean, I recently bought a second set and you can't tell a difference. The only difference is this, I believe, well, one of the two of these is going to be the new and one is going to be the old style. So this one just has the flat logo, whereas this one does not. I think this might be the old one because it's a little faded. Hope so. But yeah, I bought a second set because depending, again, I've said this in my videos, depending on the trip, depends on what you take. And so I just bought a second set because I like them. So in this one, we'll take all of this stuff out. Yes, this is the new set because it does have all 6 pieces. So in this one, it comes with this huge one. It does have a handle, has the 2 zippers. I usually use this one for like pants. I can fold pants and maybe dresses and stuff and put them in here. Or it's big enough, I can do side-by-side folded shirts and stack them up. You've got about it's about 2.5 inches of thickness to this. And in a future video, I'm going to show you guys my packing and show you what this looks like with a bunch of stuff in here. It holds a lot. So this is the big one. Because it comes with all the different bags, I usually store all of them inside the big one. Otherwise, I'm going to lose them. They're going to end up all over the place. In this set, you get 3 of this size bag. I'll lay that there. Again, each one has a handle. Each one has 2 zippers. Instead of you having to take the zipper all the way around, you can just place them in the middle. And it's just a simple little small bag. I usually use this for my undies. I'll do that in one. I, may put my socks in here. Bathing suit. Like usually when I travel, I'll put like bathing suit and cover up in one of these. Ladies, your brassiere can go in here. And when I'm doing my packing video, I'll show you a tip about the brassiere, but you can probably fit a good 5 or 6 in here. I know I have fit several in them, but you get 3 of these. And if you look, you can fit 1, 2, all 3 inside the large one. If you wanted to do that, to where when you close this up, you have the handle and you're carrying all three of them at once. That's kind of nice. You might have a need for that. I've never had a need for that, but it's kind of cool. Then you have this smaller one. Same setup as the large one, just smaller. And then you have the medium. So you have small, medium, and then the large one. And then the three long rectangle ones. All have the same setup with the zippers that go on either side, and all of them have the handles. I love them. They're great. And in my packing video, you'll see exactly how handy they are. So packing cubes are great. There's tons out there on the market. I mean, if this brand doesn't work for you, try a different one. One thing is this is just a basic packing cube. It's just a little small compartmental type setup. There are compression cubes, which are made to, once you put your stuff in there, you can hook it up and press all of the air out and it shrinks your stuff down. I have not tried those, but logic tells me that when I get to my destination and I open the cube and I've taken all my stuff out and used my stuff, when I need to go home, how am I going to shrink that back down? Either I can't, which means how am I going to get my luggage back? Or I'm going to have to carry like whatever mechanism comes with the compression tube, like, you know, a pump or something, you know, whatever to suck the air out. So if you do buy compression cubes, try and get the ones where you're having to like just press all the air out, because otherwise if you're getting the type of compression cubes that you have to hook up a pump and suck the air out, you're going to have to carry that with you. Next item that I suggest, little tip for you, is just a bag. This one, I got it at a travel show. It was like a travel convention and they were giving these away and I kept it because it's handy. And it's pretty much just a travel laundry bag. It has, you know, a little toggle up here at the top. You can close it up, seal up all of your stuff, or open it back up and fold it down. It folds very nicely. Obviously this was a giveaway, but I would suggest carrying some type of a bag, even if it's just, you know, a shopping bag of some sort. I would carry it with you on your trips in case you do need to put something that you got dirty or wet or funky smelling. Put it in there. That way it doesn't get up against your clean clothes, you know. So it's always nice to have a laundry bag. The next item I'm going to talk about that you might want to get, again, all of this is you might want to get these because what works for me may not work for you, but these tips have helped me, so I'm sharing them with you. And these are shoe covers. Usually when you buy them, you get a set of two because 2 shoes. Unless you just need one, and then it's buy one, get one free. So I have, as you can see, a stack. I have several. I don't even know how many I have. I probably have like a good 5 pairs worth of these. Different brands. Let me see here. Lewis and Clark brand. Actually, no, they are. They're all Lewis and Clark brand. They're just old, new, and newer. But you pretty much take your shoe, put it in there, and it has where it can cinch it up on the end. Usually it doesn't cinch up on the end because the shoe fits all the way in there. In fact, I'm going to do this. I'm going to show you guys how this works real quick. This is just a tennis shoe. Oh. And there's my shoe in a bag. And I use these because I don't want to get whatever is gross on the bottom of my shoes on anything in my bag. So I will carry several of these with me and store my shoes in them. And A lot of times I'll put, if I'm carrying flip-flops with me, which I usually do, then I can put a pair of flip-flops in one of these. If I have sandals, they usually fit in one of these. So these are always good to have. This is a luggage belt. What this is used for is you can attach luggage on top of your luggage. Luggage on top of your luggage and strap it to that bar. So when you pull up the handle on your big luggage, you would put your other luggage there and you can strap it to the handle or strap it around the handle this way. I don't even know the brand of this. It's called Baggage Constrictor, but they make these in all different styles and, you know, different brands. It has an adjustable, so even if you want big luggage or small luggage, whatever you want to do. And you see if I push this in here, clicks into place, and it has a, you know, little code on the outside that you can set. And when you open this back up, you just push in the button and it pops out. Fits together like a seatbelt. Pretty simple. The next thing you need along those same lines is locks. Lots and lots of locks. You want to get a lock that has this symbol on here. This is not a brand. This is just meaning that it's TSA approved. And what that means is down here at the bottom, it says, if you can see that, TSA at the bottom, 007. When you have checked luggage, TSA has a key and the agents can open your, you know, lock without having to break the lock, and they can get into your luggage to make sure whatever is questionable in there is not something that shouldn't be there. You have this kind that has like the cable, you know, it's a little more flexible. And then I have several of these that is just a basic lock. But again, it has the little, you know, TSA symbol on there. And these three are from Brookstone. And this one is Master Lock brand. And then I bought this. This is a Brinks lock. And this is heavy duty. I mean, this is a heavy lock. And what I use this for is when I stay in hostels. And in the future, we'll have a hostel video, if not videos. And one thing that you have to take when you are in a hostel is a lock to lock your stuff up. And yes, you can take, you know, any of these kinds, but I always carry a very heavy duty lock. And keep in mind what you're locking up. You know, is this going to go through the actual whatever is, you know, if it's a cabinet, is it going to lock through? If I'm needing to put a lock onto my luggage, is this part thick or thin enough to go through there? One thing to think about when you're buying locks. I advise not to buy a lock that has a key, because what are you going to do when you lose the key? You're just going to look at your stuff and go, wish I could access you, but I can't because I lost the key. If you do get a lock that has a key, my tip to you is to put it on a necklace or put it in your wallet. Put it somewhere where you know where it's going to be and that it's not going to get lost. Because the last thing you want to do is have to go to a hardware store and say, hey, I've locked my stuff. What do you have to cut a lock off of a cabinet at the hostel? Or get a locksmith to come out, pay a locksmith to come out. Nobody wants to do that. So try to get the kind that has the numbers. Some of them have letters. Some of them, like, for example, this has 3, a combination with 3. This has a combination of 4. This has a combination of 4, but it's letters. So you have to line up the letters to whatever combination you have. The other thing, and I don't have it here, is a bike lock. You know, the kind, the cable bike lock. If you're staying at a hostel, you might want to get one of those in case your luggage is too big for the storage area and you don't want to store it at the reception area. Next item that I suggest is a silicone mat. This mat is mostly for ladies, or if any men need it. It's very inexpensive. I think I might have got this off Amazon. If I did, I'll try to put a link below. You get up your last day of your trip, you fix your hair, your iron, you know, curling iron or, you know, hair straightener is hot. Put it in here, tuck your cords in there, and throw that in your luggage. You're out the door. You don't have to wait for this to cool down. And if you have a type that doesn't have a lot of cords, or if you're not worried about the cords, let's say you just want to throw it in your luggage like that, but have the hot part inside here, I can fit a curling iron and straightener in here and just have the cords on the outside. Also, so that you don't ruin any surfaces, lay this flat, and while you're fixing your hair, whatever you're doing, lay it on here and you don't damage any surfaces. So I suggest getting one of these because I don't know how many, like before I got this, I don't know how many trips I went on and I would have to wait for it to cool down. Or if like I was on a road trip, I'd have to sit in the car holding it until it cooled down and then put it in my luggage. Next thing is, and you can find these in various places at the store, it's just a little pouch. And inside here is a foldable, if I can get this out real quick, just a little flip-flop. Obviously you wouldn't want to wear these into the shower because it's going to get wet and this is cloth, but they are good to have if you're walking around in a hostel or if you are in a hotel and you're like, the floor is gross. You know, simple little tip for you is carry some of these. Jewelry. If you are going to be wearing a lot of jewelry or carrying a lot of jewelry on your trip, I have 2 items that I carry with me. If I'm carrying a little bit or if it's a small trip, I will just carry a little drawstring bag. You can use a Ziploc bag as well. Just know that if you have anything like necklaces, dangly earrings, bracelets, anything like that, it can get kind of wound up in them. But I pretty much just put it in here, do this, and you know, if for added protection, I'll just kind of do a little double knot on that, and it's a little jewelry bag. This bag is from, I don't know, it says on the outside, in bag, I-N bag. If I can find where I got this from, I'll put a link below. You have a little zipper. When you open it, you have 2 clear pockets right here. This folds out, this folds out, and this folds out. So in here you have a big pocket, 2 smaller, and 2 smaller on this side. They all have zippers. So usually what I do is maybe a necklace and a pair of earrings, some rings, necklace, pair of earrings. It also has these little buttons in here where if you want to take your necklace or something and run it through there and then strap it down into place, you can do that. I usually use the pockets though. It also came with these 3 little bags that also are clear and zipper. So that's nice. I usually just toss them in there. And if I ever buy earrings, here's a tip for you guys. if I ever buy like a set of little costume jewelry earrings, I keep the card. That way if I have, you know, multiple pairs, I can just run them through and have them on here, and then just take the card, throw it in there, or take the card and throw it in here. So for jewelry, very simple, you know, easy. It folds up, and you can zipper it up, and it has a little handle. Pretty big, you know, depends on what kind of trip you're going on. If you're going on a trip where you have a lot of different, you know, things you're going to be doing and you want to wear different jewelry, this might work for you, but you can also kind of compress it down depending on what you're taking. That covers it for accessories. And if you have any questions about any of the items, or if you have any comments, maybe you have some tips that you want to share for your accessories, something that you found that works great for you, feel free to leave a comment below. And I hope you guys have enjoyed the luggage series. And if you haven't watched the other videos, just go on the channel and look for those videos. If you want to see future videos, then hit subscribe and that bell button, and you'll be notified when the next videos get posted. Feel free to give me a thumbs up and share this video with anyone else who may need tips to help with their travel accessories. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!